Welcome back. Third session of Coins and Coffee. Going to be going through some coins that I'm looking to possibly grade. So, I welcome you here, Eric, SFC, Sergeant First Class. There might have been some of this we could possibly have been through before, because things got a little shuffled on my desk, so forgive if we've been through these before, but we're going to do it again. I have a number of them here that I know I haven't seen before. Hey, Farm Dog, Jim Fletcher, how you guys doing? Let me get started here. We'll just get started, and I'll talk about the grades of the coins as I go through them. They're already being recorded on the show, so I will be able to go back and find them when they come back graded or not graded, and we will see. Let's start with this one. Let me get my camera back in flux here. There we go. Get this moved back out just a little. There. That'll help us see all the little blemishes and stuff that go with the coin. There's Dirty Water. Hello, Dirty Water. I'm trying to, yeah. That's the most revealing light I can give you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the coin. I'm going to tell you whether or not I'm going to submit it for grading. If I submit it for grading, that means I see it as an MS66 or better, because they're not going to grade anything below MS66. That will be my stated minimum grade. Oh, Raymond. Good, welcome back. All right, so this being my first coin, 1961, I see just way too many little fleck marks on it already. Yeah, this one's not going to go anywhere except in my gem coin pile, because it is a very nice looking coin, so it will be placed on my website as a gem coin for $1 or $2. Let's see, what's this one? This one would be a 66 worthy coin if it didn't have that cheek mark. And that cheek mark really hurts this one, I think. Let's see here. Let me go and take a look at what I see for possibilities. Let's see. That's proof. How did I get into proofs? Oh, I switch it up here. There we go. Mint State, 1961, in red. 66 is a $35 coin. 67 is a $550 coin. Well, this is definitely not a 67. And I think I'm going to shy away from 66 as well with this one because of the cheek mark. Yep. Not a 6, not a 7, not a grader. This one, too many little black marks. I'm not real happy about the little black marks on this one. Too many of them in all the right places. If you're wondering about the hands and the reason I'm not wearing gloves, it's because I just washed my hands with really good antibacterial soap, and I washed them like I was a surgeon prepping for surgery. Very good washing with a scrub brush and everything. Then I let them dry completely, and there's literally no skin oil on my skin right now, on my pads of my fingers. That one wasn't good enough either. Aha. This one, could be a 66 grade. Oh, Ant. Absolutely, Jim. You can share anything you want to share. I'm actually kind of liking this one for a shot 66 coin. It may not be a really fly in 66, but it doesn't have any big hits, and all the little hits don't add up to really more than a 6 would have. I will yeah, I think I'm going to grade this one. I think I'm going to send it in for grading. Too big a dip on the cheek, on the jawline. It's been script and very well polished along the jawline, so that's not going to be a grader. And this one, definitely not a grader. That one's pretty. That's not even a gem. Top 5 rolls and why. That might not be a bad idea. I'll have to think of what I'm doing and why. Seems like that would be a one-time deal, though. Yes, Eric, it is. Not going to grade that one either. Not going to grade that one either. Some of these 61s are pretty easy to tell. 61 doesn't come real nice. So if you can find one that's really decent, this just has too much gum going on the rim. Right up on the rim, all the way around, there's just little ding marks, and I don't like that. I wish the whole thing were like the field behind the shoulder. Oh, coins after dark. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that one being a grader. It's a gem, but it's not a grader. Gem being a 65. 65 graded coins I keep. And I carry them in my store for those who want to finish off a set and don't have a gem of a particular issue and they would like to get one. This one might be 66 worthy. On 61s, grading a 66 is an okay thing. Yeah, I don't know about those spots, though. Not sure about the spots. I think I'll keep it as a gem, but I'm not going to grade it. Let's see. Oh, DC. There's one that's pretty nice. Let's see what the revice looks like. You know, it's not quite complete enough. Well, I'm not really sure why my glucose has jumped up to high levels, but it's better than being low. So there we go. Let's take a look, and I think I'm going to grade this one. I think I'm going to give it a shot because I think it's a 66. Hello, Otis. Good evening. Everyone is welcome to comment whatever they would like to comment. There is no penalty for commenting. That reverse is certainly a 66 quality coin. I don't see a 67 out of this, but yeah, this is probably the best one I've got so far. So, let's see this one. Nice luster. Very nice reverse. I don't know, I don't like that gummy looking struck through in the columns. I am not adverse to this one, but it's not a yeah, they do want steps on the coins from the 60s. Actually, the steps should be finished all the way down to the bottom for a 67 grade. 66, you can kind of ease up on that a little bit. That's a very nice one. It's Got a couple little struck through areas, one right on the collar and one on the back of the shoulder. But those little spots, those little tiny spots all over it, don't really matter a whole lot. And that is just wax down on the bottom there. I am going to make a quick attempt to get rid of that and see what happens. That wax will come right off of the coin. As to whether or not the color of the coin has already been affected, I can't tell you. Don't know. But we're going to give it a shot. Good old naphtha cleaner. Give that reverse a good once over. Oh yeah. No problems. Yeah, it came right off. I think we got a 66 here, boys. Off to spend time with the wife. All right. Seems like you finally got yourself a date, Eric. Go enjoy. Go enjoy. I couldn't get Discord to work right anyway, so for some reason my Discord isn't discording, so it's going to stay on the MIF for right now. I'm not going to try to use it. I'm going to grade this. I'll grade this and see what happens. It may have too much going on the obverse, but, you know, they're going to reject it if I send it in and they don't like it. So this is definitely not what the cap says it is. The cap says it's wheats for grading. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong... Never mind. That's the wrong cap. So these are gems, and I'm going to mark them as checked. No grades. Coach's Magic. Hello. Okay. These will go in gem holders and will go in my stock as gem holders. Let's check this next roll. Right here. What is it? What is it, Johnny? Well, this is a 1961D. Hello, Canadian Roll Hunter. This one is a 66 on the obverse. I like it. With a really nice reverse, it could pop a 7. Pretty decent chance at a 7 on this one. Except that, you have to look at the books. You have to look at your price guides. ngccoin.com, then click on price guide, then click on United States cents, and then go to memorial cents for this one. And it's listed pretty close up there to the top 1961D. They're in alphanumeric order by date and mint mark. What you end up with is in the red column. For a 65, you get $20. For a 66, you get $35. For a 67, it is $1,250. So if this grades a 67, it is a big dog coin, but I doubt it will. It's not quite complete on the steps. The luster on the reverse is not nearly as bright as it is on the obverse, but you know what? It's worth giving it a shot just to see. It'll probably go 6, not 7, but we're going to try it. No reason not to. Okay, here's another reason for the big jump is because not hardly anyone gets a 7. That's one of those coins they make money on because a lot of people send them in, nobody gets them. I don't think this one's going to do it. This one's got that big mar mark out in front of the chin. Not liking the grade on this one. I like the strike a lot better the completeness of the design on the reverse, but yeah, that thing out in front of the chin's just going to hold it down to a gem coin. Let's see what we've got next. Another 61D, same problem. This one could probably get in a 66 holder because it's only really got that one problem. Well, I don't know if they've been looked at for varieties. A lot of these have been in these tubes for years. I'm almost considering trying this one for a 66 just to see if I can get a 6 out of it. But nah, I think I'm going to leave that one alone. Let's see. Well, Coach's Magic, you got to send me a registration. I'll go ahead and make you blue. Now, promise me you're going to send me a registration. That's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. This one's not going to grade. It's got too much going on out there in the field. Perfectly fine, Richard. I do coffee all day. Now, this one's got that little gouge out in front of the chin. A lot of these have a little gouge out in front of the chin, but I tell you what, this coin is nearly perfect otherwise. I really like it. It's got some pretty big scratches across the reverse, but I bet that goes 6. We'll try it. Try it and see, said Chuck. Try it and see. Man, wouldn't I love to have a 7. Maybe too much going on here for a 7. It's got a dark spot behind the ear, down the back of the hair. Little tiny dark fleck out in the field above the one of the date way up there, out from the mouth and nose. But man, I tell you what, as for 7, this is probably the best candidate I've ever had. Oh, we'll try it and see. Try it and see, he said. Come on, people. Yeah, they do still do pluses. They also do stars, NGC. A star grade is extra nice eye appeal for the grade, and a plus means that it exceeds the general majority of coins of that grade, although it will not quite reach the next grade. So a plus is basically like a 66.5. A 66 plus would be. And man, I like this. That one's going into. It's got just a little stuff on it, but dang, really? All right, what are we doing here? That's a 54D. Now 54D, I've got to go look at that, but I think 54D is one of the ones that's cheap most of the way up. Most of the way up. Let's see here. What am I looking at? I'm looking at proof. Doy. That's why I can't find a 54D. They didn't make a lot of proofs in Denver that year. Hum-biddy-dum-biddy-dum-biddy-dum. Is the 1964 Canadian penny chip on a 9 a valuable error to get graded? Crazy Spider, welcome to the show. I am going to let Canadian Coin Hunter, or Canadian Roll Hunter, if he's around, I'm going to let him answer you on that because I don't know much about Canadian cents. 54D. 54D in red on a 66 grade. Here, let me slide over here. What the heck? What the hell? Why can't I get past a 65 in grade? What's going on here? What is my transgression? Why doesn't it like me? I am not sure why I can't see past 65. Oh, here we go. It's a little bar way down at the bottom. Well, hi, Wanda. How y'all are? Okay, the 66 is $38, and a 67 is $525. At a 66, this would be worth grading, but I don't believe it's a 66. I'm just not seeing 66 material here. Looks really nice on the reverse, but the obverse says, nah, you're just a gem. What about this one? That one could be a 6. You know, but I'm really not that excited about trying coins that have a maximum possibility of a 6. This one's a pretty decent one. It's got that big dip in the chin, though. Like somebody hitting with a battle axe right in the chin. Well, I love that reverse. Man, that is sweet. We're going to go with it. Why not? Right? If it gets a 6, I got a coin I can sell on eBay. Now all these gem coins I'm holding out, I am going to be, oh my God. We'll get back on that in just a minute. Oh. Here she comes. Miss America. Oh, couldn't you be better? Oh my gosh. It was a slam dunk until I turned it over. What do you call it, baby? I call it a 65. It's a real pretty obverse 65, but it is a 65. Gosh. Right? Just when you thought you had it made. Oh, here's another one. Aren't you pretty? I don't dislike this too much. I've seen coins like this grade 66. I'll try it. We'll see. Why not? Try it. If they don't like it, they won't grade it. Let's see. Well, not much of a shot at 7. Oh, but this has the perfect reverse. Nah. That's one of those things. I think that one's just going to be a gem, and I'm going to hold it out. Jim, these are going to NGC. I'm not a PCGS member. I'm a dealer with NGC. I'm just not really all that fancy on paying more money to have coins graded pretty much just the same. There's a lot of people who have forced themselves into believing PCGS is better, and I just don't believe it. I've seen enough coins in PCGS and NGC holders to know that saving my money is the best option. I like that for a 6. We gonna try it. We gonna try it, see what happens. There's a 55S. Now, see, these things are more common in 7. 55S. Let's see. See, the 54D was 525 in 7. And a 55S is 125 in 7. But if you can get it graded an 8, like if they fall asleep at the wheel and mark the wrong box, it's an $11,000 coin in 8. This doesn't have a shot at 8. It might have a shot at 7. Maybe. I'm not liking the strike on this. That O is almost not complete at the top, but we're going to ignore that and grade it anyway, see what happens. We may have more 55S's here. So with a lot of these, see, this one's not even a 6. A lot of these coins that I'm not sending in, we're going to start a new show series. It's going to be a Coins and Coffee show series, but it's going to be where we update coins in my #1 Dansko You guys get a chance to look through my number one dance go. My number one dance go will be a complete early set from 1909 to 1933 in extremely fine to AU brown. And my coins from 34 and up will be 65 plus pure red, like this one. That's a 65 plus pure red. I don't like it for 66. Well, maybe I do. But, geez, man, how many sixes am I going to grade and pay for? I guess I'll try that one. Was that mint mark hard the question? Not sure what you're saying, Wanda. Oh, looky here. That's not bad. That is. That's not a 66 right there. It's a decent coin, but it's not a 66 because, well, we don't have strong enough details on the AME of America nor on the O of 1. Okay, let me go back and see. Was that mint mark high? The question. I'm sorry, hon. I just don't understand. I don't know what the question is. Let's try this one. It's got a scratch in front of the nose. Dude, if he's looking straight at it, you're not going to get a grade on it. You're not going to get the grade you're looking for. This is not the grade you're looking for. Try again. This one's got little blotches. I don't like the little blotches. And I don't like the grade on that one much either. The strike just isn't that wonderful. The little blotches you can see are out in front of the face, exactly where you don't want them. Just little tiny blotches of a slightly different color. Just little animals of a slightly different shade. And that is going to pull it out of a 6 holder. 2 big marks in the field. Mark on the shoulder. Could still technically get a 6. Reverse is decent. I don't dislike it. But we'll have to try it to find out. So that one's going to go. Hello, Mr. Mark. Hey, I was going to send you a message earlier today, and then I decided to do this. I'd like to talk with you at some point. If after this show you're still going to be available to speak, send me an email real quick and let me know. This one could be too weak for a 66. I like the obverse. They might grade it just based on that, though. Yeah, send me an email and let me know if you're going to be available today, tomorrow. Okay, now, I think that thing running out to the T could be a die crack. Because I have seen the lights. Hang on just a second. Let me get my trusty loop. It's my one eye that always works. As I suspected, that is a die scratch. It's a heavy die scratch. It goes straight from the eye up to the last T in trust. So that has nothing to do with the grade of the coin as it should technically be viewed. Now, will they notice it that way? Dunno. I'm going to say they won't. And I'm going to say this is a 6. No, wait a minute. A little fingerprint down there in the bottom. Okay, we're going to try this one. Sometimes, if these aren't bad, they'll wipe off. If they ain't bad, there's a chance. There's a chance it might not affect the coin that much. Let's try it. Nah, I can still see it. You can tell that's definitely a die scratch, but the problem is it's a heavy die scratch. And it's singular, not plural. I'll try that one anyway, why not? I could deal with a few 55s in 6. That's definitely not 66. That's barely 64. So, that goes off to the side because it's not going to be sent in. Barely a 64. It is. That one's a 65. It's not a great one, but it is a 65. Yeah. We'll toss that one out to the side and just hang on to that here at the OK Corral. See, there's another one with that die scratch. Same die scratch. This one looks like it could end up being a 66. Nope, we got a very weak reverse. It's a very, very weak reverse. So, we can't try that one. We have to try the better ones. Are you talking about that one that's all weak? No. Not going to do it. That one's not worthy of it either. Come on, coins. Coins. Anything that's got nice fields has spots. Anything that's got crappy fields. Okay, Ant says he can't see a major mark on this one. There isn't a major mark on this one. It's a pretty nice coin. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with the overall appearance of the coin, except that, see that area above the ear? It's flat. That's because it didn't receive a complete and thorough strike. Without a thorough strike, you're not going to get a high grade on it. There is no chance at a 67 on this. Little spot on the reverse there. Well, Richard, it can't be figured. Strike is a part of a grade. And in order to be a 66 or higher, the strike has to be complete. There has to be no major flaws with the way it was struck. And any marks and impairments have to be minor. So 65 is basically the highest grade you'll ever get for a coin that wasn't struck all the way. So this is a 65 because technically it's a 65. There's no way that strike will pass into 66 territory. Yeah, it's a pretty coin, but it's not a 6. Given that it's not a 6, and I can see it's not a 6 from right here in my easy chair, I'm not going to send it in to have it battered and beaten. Now we're talking. Look at that, boys and girls. Just look at would you look at that? Let's hope. Oh, she's got a gash under the N and a little dealio going over there next to the E. That's a little struck through. But dude, this is going in. This is going downtown. Yeah, that'll 6 easy, and there's a chance it could 7. Dad got a shot at 7. Let's try the next one, see what happens there. Well, this one does too. Let's see. Well, I think this one has a chance. This one looks like a 6. Maybe a 7. But we'll try it. We'll try it and see what happens. Somebody just spit out their coffee. I heard that. Sound like Wanda. Yeah, this has got a beautiful reverse. I like the reverse, even though it's got a few little scratches on it. It's still pretty sleek looking, but the obverse kind of just kind of not so great. Putty tat. I like that. Yeah, this one's got color. Color. But it's not a 66. Man. Why do I have to get the really nice reverses with the ones that are all crapped up on the obverse? Seriously, can't we just do both? Here we go. That one's not bad. It's got a little shine spot right on the top of the cheek. Right on the cheek. That little tiny spot down there behind the shoulder. But let's quit hypercasting this one and run to the reverse and see if we get anything out of this. Okay, that's a 66 quality. I doubt it's a 7. That big scrape mark under the America there with the stems of the wheats, I think is going to hold this one back from a 6. Could be. But I like this. It's going in. Why not? Right? Why not? It's just my money. Gash in the head. Oh, she's a bleeder. Let's see. Well, this one's pretty nice, but I doubt it's anything above a 6. I doubt it has a chance at anything above a 6. Yeah. Hellfire, we'll give it a shot. Why not? We'll give it a shot. Okay. So that's all of those. Let's try this little pile of 1968S, so it says. These rolls could have been mixed up at one time or another, but this was marked as a 68S. Oh, and it is. Not proof, folks. This is a mint state coin. It is near proof-like. It's nice, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4 rather prominent black spots on this one. The reverse is really nice. It does have too many spots. I believe I'm with Mark on that. Let's see. What does a 68S do when you get it in higher grades? Well, a 66 is $25. Then a 67 is $300. So, guess what we do? We hold it until we think we have a 67. Too many little marks. Too much little stuff going on with this one for a 7. Remember, we're not trying for 66 now on this. We're trying for a 67. There's any chance the luster could push it through on any of these that have just a little too much fuzz. This one has a shot. Long shot, but it's a shot at 7. Yeah, I'll send it in. No. Too much chatter on this one. I love the reverse, but too much chatter on the obverse. It's going to make somebody a really nice gem coin. Big black spot. That's not going to hit 7. Nope. How many do you think you're up to? Oh, how many do I think I'm up to on the submission? 150? 175? That's a shiny spot from stacking rub that's not going anywhere, that thing on the back of the shoulder. Well, you would think at least if you're going to mar up the obverse, please mar up the reverse too. Don't make me jealous. Don't make me wish. That's not a 7 either. Man, the luster on some of these things is just electric. Does it clash with the bottom of a 9 or something? Sticking up out of the top of the building on the right side. That one's pretty. Now, see, the whole thing is it took me 3 shows just to go through these, but it took me 3 years to put them together. Too many spots for a 7. Not gonna do it. We got some nice, pretty coins, but yeah, those die scratches will impede the overall eye appeal for a 7, I think. And that one's just too flecky. And it's got too many little tiny dot spots on it. That's a no. Mark says, that's a no. Here. This proof-like little gem I have. You got 3 little marks on the coat. You've got a mark on the lapel above the buttonhole. Weak reverse. And a big gash in the steps. See, you get the perfect obverse. Perfect obverse. I mean, this is proof-like. This is really nice. And then your reverse is a canter. Ha, socks. Let's see. This one's not got enough luster for a 7. I don't believe. I like the coin, but it's just not enough there for a 7. It's too dark. Well, this one has some luster on it. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, still probably not a 7, but this is one I think I would try on the obverse. Nope. It's got imperfections on the reverse that'll pull it out of a 7. Well, maybe 7s are rare for a reason. You either get 7 obverse or 7 reverse, but never both. This one has haze on it. It shines real brightly and real nicely under direct light, but on like that, only part of it shines real nicely. So, the reverse is the same way. It's got like muckety muck on it. Let's try. Because I'm not sending it in if it doesn't come out perfect. So, we'll try the naphtha on it and see if that changes anything. It actually did change a little. Okay, so here's the haze on the obverse. So I'm going to put a little bit of gasoline spit on it and see what happens. This is after gasoline spit. I kind of like this one enough to say, hey, give me a grade. Even if it's a 6, it's still a $20 coin. I can still sell it. I mean, so I'll try that one. Tripwick gasoline spit. I'll hold the label under here just so you can read it. All right. I can't advertise, but I can show you what I'm using. You see what's going on with this? I mean, this one's not going to grade 7 anyway because of that, like, life-changing gash on his cheek. So, and it's also got a big gash right in the middle of the steps. So that's not going to grade. So screenshot that. Okay. Real quick shot of this. Much nicer. Much nicer. Xylene could do it, but it needs to be the lab grade xylene. I don't think you're especially going to get hurt with oh, now look at that. That one doesn't need any help. It's got that little spot. See, I don't think the naphtha is going to hurt anything, and it's a lot cheaper than xylene. Xylene as paint thinner from the hardware store, I think may have other things in it. I don't think it's necessarily pure. I like this. Acetone doesn't work right. Acetone is not a good thing. Acetone can actually coat your coin. It also has the most chance of changing color. That one's going in. We're going to try for a 67 on that one. Nope. We're going to try for a 68 on that one. Let's see what happens. Fingerprint. Whose fingerprint? Man, look at that date. That date area is just electric. But that spot in the fingerprint, no. Not gonna do it. Okay, so let's toss these, all of this, back into a tube that I can set aside. And we pick another tube to go through. I'm rushing right through these things. Spasibo. $69D, is that what I saw? Yeah. Now, 69D is one of those that comes nice. So, I think 35 and 6 and a 380 and 7. There's your reason why they're so hard in 7. The steps aren't near complete on this. I don't know. I think this is a 6. Pretty decent chance at a 6 on that. So I'm going to send it in. ¿Por la puesta? No. Pujalista. Pujalista? I don't know what that says. Haze comes off with naphtha oil. That's not strong enough for a 7 at all. Let's see, about a 6th grade. No, that big gash on the back of the collar is going to kill that for a 6. Steel wool and baking powder? I support that. Let's see here. Steel wool. Never thought about trying steel wool. Maybe I should try that on some of these. It's pretty. I give you that. It's pretty. And it's got no major issues. I'm pretty sure this will go in a 6 holder. Baking powder or baking soda. I hear baking soda and vinegar works really well. I'm going to try that one. All right. No. And it's got too much fuzz out in the field in front of the forehead. Big old gash across the forehead. Totally not in support of this one. Oh, but it has complete steps. So, yeah, right? That's how it works. Let's see here. I used my grill brush. I like that better. Wow. I hope this has a nice reverse. Because if it does, that'll be a 7 right there. A pumice stone. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a 7 right there. That's a 7. I wish Mark were around. He'd tell me one way or the other. Mark is my beacon in this. Mark is around. So? It's likely a 7. Look at that. Mark likes it. I like it. That's going downtown. Let's see. Hey, Frosty. Let's see what we have here. Well, no, it's got that gash right out in front of the eye. Tell you what, man. Oh, this is a nice reverse. Very nice reverse, but that's not going anywhere. What about you? Nope, spot out above the 9 is going to keep that at home. I like that reverse too. These are all going to be put up for sale. They're all going to be put in inventory. I'm just working on getting the ones that are worthy so protected. Pulled 236 Phillies from a roll at the bank. Sometimes those banks know how to give you decent coins. Most of the time they don't. They just give you that crap I turned in. This one's going in. That's at least a 6. Maybe a shot at 7 on this. Maybe. Maybe a little too much going on in the obverse. But I tell you, that has a shot. I'll knock this haze off the obverse here real quick. Now, if this was going to PCGS, I'd be a lot more careful about putting anything on the coin. Yeah, I took the haze right off of it. Yeah, that one's going in. We gonna see what we can do about that right there. Because a 67 is a $380 coin. We're gonna give it a shot. That spot out in front of the mouth keeps this one at a 6. There's a gash. Oh, it's almost totally parallel and perfectly aligned with the buttonhole in the lapel, so they could skip that. Kind of doubt it, but they could. Wow. I run into a pretty good roll of 69D, I would say. And it's got a spot on the 1. I don't see anything on the 9, but I see a big spot on the 1. So that one is going in the gem stock. Let's check another one here. That's a low end 6, if that. A big spot below the E at the rim. So that one's staying home. Next up. Next. You ain't good enough. Next. Well, let's see here. What do we say about that? Looks like it could be pretty damn good. Is it? Oh, it is. A little bit of weakness behind the shoulder there on states of. A little bit. Well, I'm kind of fairly in love with the idea this could 6. I'm going to send it. I'm going to send that. Too much. Too much field muckety muck going on out there. You count the little spots. There's like 15 of them. So when you lose count, and the same thing on the reverse here, too many little spots. When you lose count, it's not a 6. Try this one, see what happens. To see. Kind of a big spot behind the head and a scrape behind the head. But it's still a pretty nice coin. A little stain below the A, a little stain in the field. Lower field. I like this for a 66. That's just got superb bright luster. I think they'll let it slide. No. This one's got haze in blotches. And it's got too many little black spots running all around it. So, yeah, nope. I kind of like it, but not a grader. Nope, not a grader. Not gonna do it. Let's see here. It's kind of got the same story, only it's not quite as bad. Unfortunately, it's all in the proper field for it to be detrimental. And too many dots on the reverse, and we don't even have a complete strike. So, no. That's a nice 5. What does NGC charge for bulk? Well, it's either $8 or $9 a coin, plus your shipping, plus insurance, and I think they charge $125 to send your shipment back to you. So you're looking at roughly $9 a coin, $10 maybe. They're $12 if they're graded a 7. It's a $12 grade. But for 7s on all this, I would pay them $20 a coin, whatever they want. I'm not going to send that one in. Not going to do it. This one, this little coin of mine has a nasty mark on the lapel, and it's got two nasty marks out in the field in front of the face. Not going anywhere. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. I'm so pretty. So very pretty. The last 69D I have for today has too much black on it. Too much black stuff. Not going anywhere. What Silver Street, clean what without damage? That's really kind of an oxymoron because clean means to move molecules on the surface of the coin, which means to alter the coin. So, no, there's not really any way to clean anything on a coin and keep its integrity. But I understand what you're saying. But clean what? Oxidation. You talking about the black spots? If you're talking about black spots on like a circulated brown coin, it is possible. But it takes something I don't have, which would be liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen will take care of that. They charge more for a higher grade because it's a scam. The entire thing is. Now, if you're going to ask me, does that matter to me? I don't know. If you're talking about the difference between a $20 coin and a $300 coin, I'll take the $300 coin and pay the extra fee. Oh, nice. Well, this one's kind of pretty. What do you think? A 42S. I can already tell you right now that the reverse is not going to be complete and total, but we're going to look it up and surprise ourselves with what we see here. 1942S. 1942S in red. A 65 is $20, a 66 is $40, and a 67 is $155. If I could manage an 8, that would be $12,000. That would be a party on top of a building in Atlanta for everyone. Well, this could actually get a 7. It's not a bad coin. I think I like this for a 7. Not that unusual. It's not unusual. Oh, Tom Jones. Yeah, I'm not far off of a 7 with that. That'd be a $155 coin. I think we'll grade it. Let's see. These should all be 42S, I believe. Nope, that's a 45 plain. Ho. Chucky, my 45 planes. A 45 plain is a tough date to get a high grade on. There's a 20, a 45 and 66 and $260.67. I'm seeing a 66 on this side, and that's because of the 2 spots that I can see. They're both rather noticeable. Yeah, the no mint mark error. I'm going to put this on eBay for $380 million. Oh, that'll be at least a 6. That's worth doing. That's worth sending in. Oh, now this one. What is this? I'm going to say it's probably a 39S. 41. Okay. Well, it's got spots, but man, look at that luster. And the color. And it's a Tona. I think they're going to skip those spots altogether and look at the luster. Man, this thing is proof-like. This thing's definitely a proof-like. Ain't no difference there. That's a proof-like for sure. Yeah, this is a proof-like coin, so this will probably grade proof-like if I send it back in, which I have no idea what kind of money that would be. Let's see who do we have here? Oh, so pretty. Wow. This is likely a 6. Looking at the obverse only here. But I tell you what, 1946 is one of those issues. See, a 6 is $80 and a 7 is $1,250. And I have achieved 4 7s. And this one That one is a 7. I'm with a 7 on that. So that's a $1,000 coin, probably. Here's another one. Might have just a little bit too much field chatter for a 7 on that side. Oh, that rim hit's going to kill this one. Damn. I'm going to try it anyway. Hey, it could be a reject that cost me $1.50, or it could be a $1,250 coin. 56D. Okay, that's a 7 all day long on the obverse there. That's 7 heaven right there. Let's go take a look at 56D and the NGC price guide and see what it says for a 7 red. 1957 in MS 67 red, $325. So, yeah, if this one has a nice clean reverse, we're definitely sending it in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's too sexy for the shirt. Too sexy for the shirt. I like it. This one might be a 56D as well. Yep, it is. Looks like another heavy 67 candidate. Nah, that gash above the E is going to keep it at a 6 if they see it. We're going to try it. (1984 Fahrenheit will cure that rim hit. It'll also cure the entire coin. What 1946 Lincoln cent? I used to have one. It didn't survive the fire. Yeah, I'm really kind of not liking the stacking rub above the ear on this. And I'm also kind of not liking that black spot on the temple. So it has to be really nice on the reverse. And it's not. It's got a few little marks, so that one's not going anywhere. Okay. Well, I've pulled out damn near a roll here today. Let us try this little roll here that says gem wheats. That means I pulled these out because I liked them. That one's got a little bit of that stacking rub stuff going on, but that's a clean looking coin right there. A lot of little pieces, little tiny pieces of trash, little freckles. But you know what? What's up, Mickey? I think this one is going to be worth some effort. A 41D. Yeah, in 6 it's a $35 coin. In 7 it's $140. Crosshatch marks in right wheat. Yeah, Oh, those aren't marks. I don't think those are marks. Okay, we're too close. Let me back up to here. Yeah, those weren't any marks. That was just how the camera was picking it up. It has reverse spots, but I don't think that takes it out of 6. I'm going to grade this one. 6 is still a valuable coin. I'm let's take a look here at this next one. Yeah, no, that one's got that big, what the hell is it? Looks like a lamination stripe. Hang on. It is. That's a big lamb stripe running down the head. But somebody's going to see that as a scratch and a little fingerprint there on the lower reverse. So that one's going in as a gem coin in my inventory, but it's not going anywhere for a grade. Let's see. It's another pretty one, but it's got that mark behind the head. It's got a spot inside the D. I don't think, with a 42, I don't think these have enough value. It's 35 and 6 and 185 and 7. I'm not going to try this one. You know, yeah, laminations are selling for good money, but not when they're in real high grade. Okay, this one's got a black spot right in the middle of the cheek. And a little abrasion out in front of the eyes, but it's got that dot below the RT of Liberty. If it's got a perfect reverse, which it does not. Would be nice, but no. Not a grader. That one's not either. Too many spots here. Too many spots. Anybody who wants to send these in for a 65 grade is more than welcome to do so. However, a 65 grade, when they send it back, is not going to be worth the amount you pay to get it graded. Because, yes, you're going to get $20, $25 coins, but they'll likely sell for $12 to $14. You got $10 into them. Not much of a margin. That one's got some muckety muck right on the face and out in front of the face. But I love the fields on this one. This is a high luster coin. I think I might send this one in just because it's such a high luster coin. I think I'm going to give that one a shot just because. You're right, Eric. It looks like it could be a proof like. As another one. All the same. We're going to do an experiment and try this one just on the basis of luster. Because I think they're going to grade that just based on luster. What do we have here? Oh, it's another 42S. I like 42S. Especially when they're really clean like this one. Oh, baby. Yeah. Below the America, we have a scuff line. Corey Mason, generally, on a coin like this, you're not going to be able to lightly wipe away a fingerprint mark. And in fact, anything that you're going to wipe it with is probably going to scratch it. So I would say probably not. I'm sending this one in. All right, guess what we get to look at now. With this, I'd be after a 66 or better, I believe. 1943. 66 is $60. A 67 would be $200. 67 requires a lot of luster. This doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. This is a Denver mint. Does it change anything? Just adds $15 to the 7. I like this for a 6. Until I see that. But I have a twick. I have some stuff that's kind of dangerous. And I'm not going to share what it is. But you can take a look at this coin now. And look at it after I get done. You ready? Okay. There's that. Same coin. Not changing anything. Okay. Now for the dangerous part where I have to hold my breath. So I won't be making noise anytime real soon. If I stop making noise altogether, that's not going to happen. One chemical, not so bad. The other chemical, not so bad. You put them together, bad mix. Here's the obverse, all ready for the party. And now the reverse. And it didn't change anything. Didn't change much. We're still going to try it. I'm seeing a 6 on that. The blue stuff, I haven't tried any blue stuff. Does it work? Only if I can get that muckety muck off of it. It is a nice coin. But there's some... The reverse is nice. The obverse needs a little help. I'm going to set it aside. Maybe give it a shot and see. We got 2 more steelies. Then we get back into the bronze. Well, this one's proof-like. But it's got too much black crap going on. Oh my gosh. Man, how nice would that be without that fingerprint? That's pretty. But it's just a gem. Let's see what we have here. That one's got the typical weakness on the 43. Has a little bit of stacking rub on it, and it definitely has a spot out in front of the face, and well, that's going to hold it back. I don't think I'm going to do that one either. Okay, back to my bronze. Back to my bronze. 1945. Yeah, that one looks like a 6. Spot in the left wheat. Little tiny thing above the N. It's otherwise really clean. Really nice. I'm going to give it a shot and see. There's a chance. There's always a chance. Corey Mason, yes. For steel only. It helps deoxidize zinc. Wow. I'm going to give this one a shot just because even a 6 is worth the money. And no, I'm not telling you what it is. And the reason I'm not telling you what it is because the mixture of the 2 different elements that you have to use to get it cleaned off and then protected is highly toxic. And I shouldn't be doing it, so I'm not going to tell anybody what it is. A really shiny coin, but that's only a 5. Shot 6. Yeah. I think I like this one well enough for a 6. Although a 6 I don't think has any real value. 56D. 56D, a 6 is $45. Okay. Well, I could probably get a $30 bill out of this in a 6 holder. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Give it a shot and see what it is. The ear. Mark says the ear. Oh, how about the cheek? It's not going to hurt it. Hell, I didn't see it the first time through. I don't think they will either. Another 56D. It's got a rather sizable gash in the field below the ear of liberty. The No, no grader. No grade, he said. Another one, too many dots. Too many dots and spots and all that other good stuff there. Oh, that one's got a big Zorro mark on the bottom. Look at that Z. Look at that big giant Z carved into the coin. Rough. Rough. Little dot inside the 6. Little V-shaped thing on the cheek. Yeah, that's a 6. We'll see. Yeah, it's at least a 6. So gonna go there. We are gonna do that one. This one, too much on the cheek. Too much on the cheek. It's noticeable. Too much above Liberty in the right or in the left field. A little tiny bit of a fingerprintish looking thing below the A of America. I'm going to hold this one. Come on, give me some 56D7 money. No, embracing below Liberty. Reverse is nice enough. A little mark inside the left wheat, or the right wheat, I mean. Doesn't have any haze on it, but it's got that abrasion down below Liberty. I'll give it a shot. We'll see. That's got a big gash out in front of the top of the head, and a few gashes on the reverse. That's gonna throw that one in my gem pile. Oh, here comes Ant again. 63 plus. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now we got to look at the reverse. I just want to send it in like this and cover up the reverse and tell them to guess. Let's see if they will for an extra $5. Guess on the reverse. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. When you spend time on a coin. Oh, yeah, right, Eric. The 6760. That's not even a gem coin. Oh, my gosh. Right? Yep, send it in. Yeah, right. What's your checking account number again? Well, this one is very bright. I really like the luster on this. The luster is too bright not to send this one in. I think by luster alone that could be a 6. Let's see here. Oh, now you're pretty. And see, one of these will get a 67. Maybe this one. Because the others would be setting it up. That one's going in. Do I really want to disappoint myself by turning this one over? It's got that mark on the shoulder. I have noticed that. It's actually, yeah, just below the collar. Oh, man. Seeing this stuff makes me want to throw up sometimes. Little Canadian roll hunter. You get your ice cream. Don't forget about me. I like chocolate. At least have a taste of some chocolate just for me. I haven't tasted chocolate ice cream in too long. That is a struck through on the reverse there. But the left side of the O is gone, which is typical for 46S. But even though there's a little black mark on the 6, I still like this for an MS66 red just because it's so clean. That mark on the reverse is not a gash. That is struck through at the mint. I'm going to grade it. I'm going to grade it and see so we know our gash coin. This one's pretty nice. Yeah, it's not bright enough for a 6. I don't think all that really light chatter this one has all over it is really going to affect the grade. And that's part of the strike right there. You actually have in part the planchet and in part the strike. No, I haven't seen a ball serif here. No, this one's a regular. This one's a regular large mint mark. The serif mint mark. Well, you talking about that thing over on the left-hand side? Yeah, it does have that, but I don't think it's enough to keep it out of a 6 holder. Let me see what a 6 is on this. What it is for money, because you got to match the money too. 6 is $32.50. I think I could achieve a 6 on this. For $32.50, I'll give it a shot. How about this one? You got too big a spot there. And no top to the O. Could we just put the luster of this one on that previous coin, please? Not. Couple of spots on this. Way too many on the reverse. Ugh. Ugh. This one isn't going to look good, I don't think. This is late die state. That's why the 6 is nearly gone. Very late die state coin. And the reverse, oh, it's nice and clean. It has that dye transference thing going on. It just needs luster. It needs to be brighter. Okay. Let's see what we can do about that haze. Haze, go away. No, it's not a clash. It's indirect dye transference. It transfers the design over to the opposite side of the coin just because of the sheer number of strikes it does. That brightened it up substantially. I'll give it a shot. We'll see. We'll see. I got 2 more kind of dull 46s. think that one's worth a shot. Big hit on the M of America. That's going to keep that one out. Look how strong the reverse is on this one, though. Good Lord. Seriously? You give me a beautiful coin with crappy luster, or you give me great luster with a crappy coin. I like this. This is a woody. A little bit of a woody there. And even with the little planchet issues, I still really like this one. I like that one for a 7. Now it's got that spot between the O and the N on one and a little fingerprint down below America. Down below America. Well, let us see. Oh, you got one like that in the game? I'll tell you, most of those coins I've never been through for grade. Most of the ones I go through for grade are the rolls I get in that I'm not going to reveal. I have never pulled coins out, studied them for grade, and then put them back in a roll and revealed them. A roll reveal is just that, and I'm very serious about it. It's one of my highest margin items, so it is also one of the items I protect the most for integrity, to be sure that no one has any chance to say, you cheated me. Fingerprint is gone. The spot is still there. The strike is awesome. Awesome, baby! The haze is gone. I'm going to try this one. That's a 7, I think. Okay, that roll is done. Now, let's see what I have for numbers. And I still have to get all these out and put them on a submission form. I'll do one form for wheats and one form for the memorials. Okay, this is more than 50 coins. Looks like 51 or 52 is what that's going to turn out to be, and most of those are wheats. Okay, let me put my star of acceptance on this tube. Okay, now I got 2 coins sitting out here. They're going to have to get added. Oh, that isn't good. No, that's not good at all. This cap doesn't stay on the tube. That one doesn't either. What about this one? Okay. That does. Had to find a cap that actually works. Okay. Next up, I do not know what's in this one. It looks like memorials. Oh, 1960 Philly small date. I don't think that's going to be a grader because people have played with those enough that you got to get a 7 to even have value, I believe. 1960 small date. 66 is $30. 67 is still $400. Yeah, I know. It's got a lot of chatter on it. It's got a lot of stuff. That reverse is pretty nice. Yeah, it's got got a double hit on the cheek. I think I'll hold this one here. Let's see. Another 60 plain small date. That one doesn't have a chance above 6. Doesn't matter what a 5 is worth, Mark. My entire submission is going to be 6 or higher. So I would have to submit this under a regular grading thing, be a $25 grading fee. But a 5 is $20. There's some chance this one could get a 6. Some chance. It's not a bad coin. It's pretty nice on the reverse. That one could come back a 6. And being a small date, I think it's probably worth trying. We'll see. That one could get a 6. So I'm going to grade that one. This whole tube here might be 60p small dates. Oh, no. Sorry. Didn't mean to waste your time with that one. Let's see, what's this? Here's another one. Real bright luster, but way too many marks. Yep, nice bright coin. Just not gonna do it. Yeah, that's not a 6 either. It's pretty, but it's not a 6. Next, I think this might be all 60p small dates. This might be a roll of 60p small date I did not check. These could just be set coins. So I'm not seeing a 6 in most of this. No. Another no. A nope coin. Yeah, this is all 60 Philly small dates. This one's got that hazy stuff on it. It's got that one spot. We'll check the reverse on this. Yeah, this is probably a 6. All right, so get a nice look at this one. A kind of a hazy look. It's not as bright as you'd like for it to be. Let's see what I can do here. The good thing about the naphtol is it evaporates completely and very quickly, so it doesn't leave any stains. No stains, no residue. Ancient Chinese secret. That didn't do a lot for the coin. Don't over rub your high points. Keep it mostly in the field. That just revealed some real light hairlines. I don't think that'll be a problem. I still think this will grade a 6, so I'm going to try it. Let's see. What about you? Yeah, that one could be a 6 without doing anything to it. It's got a couple of spots there on the obverse, a couple of spots on the reverse. That's a 5. So, what's this? That one's a bright, shiny coin with a couple little spots. So we'll try the reverse on this one. See what happens. I wouldn't be grading a large date like this, but this is good enough to grade on a small date. So we'll grade that one. Another small date? No. Not enough luster and a fingerprint in the field. For hungry children and a fingerprint in the field. I just thought of that. Oh, that's pretty. Is that awake? Okay, I kind of like this one. It's got that chatter on the cheek, I know. It's got some issues on the ear. But it's overall not a bad coin at all. Let's see. Nice reverse. little weak on the reverse. This will 6. What's what called, Russell? Two spotty. Spotty, spotty spots. He's got spotty, spotty spots. Ho! A woody. How about that? It's not going to grade, but it's a woody. That right there is a nice coin. That's a 6 obverse. Man, this reverse is just flashy. It's really bright. That'll be a 6 even with those spots. Luster is what does it, folks. Luster will carry a grade. That's pretty nice luster on that one. Pretty reverse. Nice complete full strike. I'm going to try it. Worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot. Same issue. Same thing. Both sides. Slight bit of color reversion on the reverse. Yeah, that's got what it takes to make a 6 anyway. Well, I'll make a 6. 2 coins left. Probably not quite a 6. I'm going to try it anyway. If they reject it, they reject it. Good night, Doug. It's another one of those with all that color stuff going on. I'm going to like this one, I think, to grade. It's got a lot of surface issues. See if there's anything I can do about that there. It might come out in the wash. Folks, don't try this kind of stuff with chemicals until you've played around substantially with like coins. And I'm not talking about practicing before you turn in your red wheat cents and practicing with 2020 pennies. It's different. You have to have the same composition, same basic details. I'm going to give it a shot. It probably won't go, but I'm going to try anyway. It's a pretty nice coin. All right, that's it for that roll. Okay, I got a bunch of gem stuff here that needs to be moved off to the side, so temporarily enjoy the music while your party is reached. One of those things. All right, there we go. Okay, let me screw a cap on this. There we go. Okay, I have a 1977 roll here that says wow. So let's see why it has a wow. 1977 Philadelphia. Oh, let's see. 1977 Philadelphia. I'm not quite getting it. Oh, that's brown. Sorry. Red. Why do they put those out of order? That is so weird. 35 and 6 and 120 and 7. So, We'll give it a shot. Don't think a 6. This is a full roll, so we've got to be kind of careful about what we're shooting for here and what we're not. I don't think this one's good enough. It's a really pretty coin, but it's a really pretty gem. Let's try that. Same issue. It's pretty, but it's not pretty enough. Let's try this one. Yeah, that one might be pretty enough. He's looking right at a gash. And there's another one up on his head. But for a 77, this is a pretty clean coin. I'll try it and see if it gets a 6. Let's see. Nope. This is why they don't get 6 or 7 generally. Because of that stuff. That is stuff. Oh. You're not bad, and you got good luster, too. You got a mark on the forehead. A couple little tiny marks in the field, but nah. Oh, my. That is an easy 7 reverse right there. This could actually... Well, technically on the reverse, it could grade an 8. But it's probably not a 7 on the obverse, but that's a 6 easy, so I'm going to take it. Take it while you can, boy. Let's see, what do you got here? A little bit too much fluff going on. It's a very clean coin, but it's got too much fluff. And the reverse, I'll just agree with the obverse and say not enough. But it is a nice gem. What about you? What about me? Let's see here. I promised I would quit singing, so that one's got, I think that's wax in Bay 12 there. Or Bay 11, I'm sorry. Yep. That's all it was. Came right out with a couple of hairs. But it's not going to be a grader. So let's keep moving. This one's a 6. Even though it's got the little spots around in, they don't look that heavily at the little tiny ink spot looking things. They look more at the luster of the overall coin. Man, that's active there on the reverse. I don't think I can affect that stuff enough to make it change. I'll certainly give it a shot, though. Watch me send one of these coins in, and it gets like the very first ever 68 red. He said, what? It didn't affect the reverse. So that's just not going to be clean enough to grade. Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, I think it would be cool. Be cool going to Heritage and doing a $10,000 auction for a 1977 penny. This one's a nice one. Oh, look at that reverse, man. We're talking about 68. That one could be a 68 on the backside. But the obverse isn't going to help any. That could possibly get a 7, but I kind of doubt it. It's got a heavy hit in the lapel. that shines, and 3 areas of minor concern. That'll be a 6, but if it gets a 7, we can have a party. What's this? Oh, man. He sneezed and his nose started bleeding. Yeah, I'm not good with that. Not good enough. Wow. If that didn't have those little black spots. Yeah, the reverse isn't clean enough either. So we'll set that one out to not be graded. And this, same basic issue. Not too many little marky things going on. I remember when I saw my first 1977 Lincoln Cent. We were temporarily living in a hotel room waiting for a house to be finished. And my dad came home from work and put his change on the table, and this was in late February 1977. And I went through his change, and I found my first 1977 penny. You know, I'm going to give this a shot and just see what they do, because that could get a 6. What's this? Too bad for the ishy stuff in there in the middle. And it's not got a very strong reverse. That's still going in for a 6. You guys got to see these coins live to understand what I'm looking at here. These coins are very bright, very nice. A lot better than most 77s will come out. I think I want to try that one too. I'm going to have half a roll of 77s here. There will be that one coin. Just watching for it. I'll try this one too. There will be that one coin. It's not this one either. That one's not going anywhere. And that's not it. I'm going to try this one though. That one's too nice to say no. Right? That's not it. That's not it. That's definitely not it. I like the reverses on these. Can we just put tape on the obverse and let them grade the reverse? I mean, just grade the reverse. Will you charge me half if you just grade the reverse? Just grade the reverse for $4. Give me a 7. That one's not going to go anywhere. What about you? Oh, you're pretty. I gotta see the reverse on this, but I don't want to. I feel like just covering up the reverse and sending the coin in. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Okay, stop it with your lapel ding crap. Come on. Oh, shit. I didn't notice that. It's on the shirt. Right out in front of the lapel. But this... It's also got one right on the nose. I'm still sending it in. It's got a shot. Crap on the shoulder. Got a rim ding up above the O of God. Very so slightly misaligned die. And it looks like hell on the reverse. So, nope. I know, dude, right? If that goes 7, that's a $120 coin. I can handle that. This one's not going anywhere for obvious reasons. This is a full roll of 77. I have no idea where it came from, but I've had it for a while. That one's not going anywhere. That one ain't going nowhere. Oh, here's a pretty one. Oh, it's got a big gash in a forehead. 2 of them, actually. Yeah. That's a clean reverse. I'm sending this in. The luster's just too bright not to. This whole roll could turn up to be 66 with a 67 or 2. It's got that gash in the same damn place as the last one. I'm not happy. I want a 67. Yeah, this one has a shot. You never know, man. Maybe I'll get somebody with a hangover that just passes the whole thing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's all 67. Send it to grading. Nope. Nope. Planchet wash. Same problem. Planchet wash. Yeah, I agree that 77s are very tough to find worth grading. That one's pretty nice. That little spot below the nose. It doesn't have a gash anywhere. No gashes. I like this. I like this. Little issue with the states area, but look at the initials and America and cent. I could. What's that thing? Oh, it looks like it's actually moving. That thing in the bay next to the shadows, right next to the. What the hell is that? Okay, it's just something stuck to it, and yeah, it's nothing. A little shoulder nick. Okay, it's got a little nick just opposite the date on the top of the shoulder. Man, you guys are impossible to please. I'm going to try this one, see what happens. Dude, if we get a couple of 67s, I'll be really happy. That one could be a 6. I kind of like it for a 6. It does have some chatter. It's got that wash issue on the obverse, but I don't see any major marks at all. I'm going to send this one downtown too. Nah. Let's see, this one doesn't appeal like the last one did. It's got that spot on the reverse too. Keep this one home. Man, we're just barely through half the roll. Keep this one home too. Big gash in the field along with the planchet wash issue. Kind of takes them out of contention. But they are, pretty much all of these are nice gems. That's not going anywhere. That's got a big old scrape on the collar. How did I not see? That's not even a gem coin. That goes in the copper bin. Nope. Too much planchet wash stuff. Okay. Now we're talking business. Okay, yes, he's looking right at a spot, but try to find another one. Very nice coin. Is it? Yes. Little stain inside the N of cent, little stain on the P of pluribus and the M of unum. But folks, that's no gashes on the steps, no gashes in the column. Well, it's got a gash on column 4. Okay. It's got a ding on column 4, but I don't think this one will pass right through as a 6, possibly as a 7. Possibly, I said. This one's a 6. Look at the luster. I mean, the luster's just really bright on these, and they're very red. And it's got that little issue on the back, but I'm not worried about that. Little issue on the N of cent. I'm not really worried about that either. Yeah, this one's good enough. What about you? Well, you're a pretty clean-looking coin. You got a little gash on the lapel below the buttonhole. A couple of little stains. But it's a very nice coin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this one's going in. Some of these are going to be hard to actually pick out from the others because there's so many of them and they're so similar in appearance. One of these coins is going to make my day. I'll keep that one at home. Got a hit right on the bottom of the vest. And there's that little stain below the D of God, but that won't even be noticed. That's a 6. That's an easy 6. That's a clash mark inside the baize, or a die scratch. Looks more like a die scratch. Yep, this one's good. For 77, folks, I may have like one of the nicest rolls of 77 ever. Look at that. Okay. Even though this has that little planchet stripe on it between the S and T of trust, this is an MS-67 coin. Unless the reverse doesn't turn out. Oh my God. Hi, baby. Here we go. That is sexual right there. That's beautiful. Oh my. It's got one ding right on the top of the cornice, right below the M of unum. But yeah, I don't think that one little mark out there is going to keep this away from a 7. And it could be a 7+. 7+ is going to be probably a $500-$600 coin. Oh, wow. That one's got weakness in the STA of states. It's got a hit above the C in cent, but yeah, I'm going to send this one in too. Okay, that's why the cap on this, I want to show you the cap. Look at this. 1977, wow. Wow. Right? Old Raleigh shop. Is that Raleigh, North Carolina? Yeah, this one's definitely going in. I'm just looking at it because I'm just, oh, that's pretty. Old Raleigh shop, Raleigh, North Carolina. I am in Smithfield, about 25 miles to the south. Perhaps We should speak at some point since we're local. You know? Yeah, way too much planchet wash issue on that one. Do I know you already, old Raleigh shop? Nope, definitely not going. This is what Mark's talking about. On 77s, a lot of them have got this blotching in the center area that starts browning. And they're just real common like that. But yeah, I've found a couple of super coins in this particular roll so far, so I am not complaining about a few ditchers. Old Raleigh, friend me up on Facebook. If you do you have Facebook? You lurk my channel a lot. Well, stop lurking and come out and be my friend. Too many marks on this one. It's got the stains over there, but it's also got a lot of little chatter spots. I'm not even going to name them all. There's like 7 or 8, 9 of them. But that reverse. Oh, man. Other than the stain in those two bays, that's an Oogle Google coin. Don't have Facebook? Okay. Well, we could definitely find a way to chat. Do you have Messenger? You don't have to have Facebook to have Messenger. Just download Windows Messenger. That's not going to work. Discord? Do you do Discord? Oh my. That's pretty. If the obverse is as pretty as this reverse, we're going to send it. Is it? No. Not really. As an experiment, I think I'm going to send that one because I've got a lot of nice coins and it might carry. Who knows? There's a pretty one. Very slightly. Very slightly. Marked up just a little tiny bit, but man, that's got to be a 7 if anything is, right? Okay, so now we have to look at, we have to do the chore. Oh my. That's pretty. Yeah, it's got that one gash above the N below the left planter. Okay, a couple spots on this one. There's a couple of little issues with the steps. Oh, yeah. That's going in. That's at least a 6. If you could see how bright the luster is on these coins. Oh, yeah, the column's dinged up right next to Lincoln. On both sides, actually. Looks like he's beating his fist into the column on both sides. It's still grading. It's still going to town. Last coin in the roll. Too many little dings. Little ding. Little ding. Yep. Too many little dings. Well, that was fun. That was a fun roll. That just gave me another roll to send in. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 rolls. Oh, I put those in the wrong tube. I'm going to put them back in the 77 wow tube because, well, they're not graders, but they're good coins. So there we go. And the graders, I knew that tube wasn't full. I'm going to fill that tube up. I'm going to fill that tube just right up with these coins. With them coins right there. Okay, and the rest of all these are 77s. So I'll finish stuffing that. I'm going to take these out and put them in order anyway. So that's a grater. That is a grater. Where do I send my coin? I send them to NGC. I'm not familiar with PCGS. I don't really know any of the people there. That shouldn't stop me. I think PCGS is picky. They're picky and they're inconsistent. So I go to NGC for my graders. Three or four contenders. You mean for 67 high money dollar coins? Yes, sir. Real contenders. It could have been a contender. Let's see. There's a 69D roll, 68S, a 67, and a 70D. Okay, so I'm going to put these out here. I'll let you guys take a look at the end coin and see what you think. That shit just steals your breath. I'm serious, man. It's like going outside on a -40 day. It's like you suddenly lose your breath when you look. All right. So that's the 70D. Keep it in mind. We're going to go to the 67 now. This one's not full. These years that have SMS, I think they beat up regular coins because they have SMS that look better. There's the 68S. I was trying to do this in 3 shows, but I'm telling you what, we may not make it. And here's 69D. That's pretty. Okay, so everybody give me your vote. 70D, the 67, the 68S, or the 69D. Here's the 70D again. We're going to do one last roll in the show. It is a lot of tubes to go through with accuracy, but I've done this a lot of times. Okay, there's 70D. Here's 67. I got 3 70Ds so far. There's 67. Not the prettiest coin on the top, but what clash? There's a 68S. Pretty nice looking coin. Let's see, we're getting a lot more 70Ds than anything. I got 5 70Ds out there. And here's the 69D. That's actually kind of pretty. Okay, we're going to go with the 70D roll. We're going to do that, and then we're going to quit for the day, and I'm going to have one more final show in this particular subject. Then we're going to move on to something different. But for those who have just joined, or for those who have been lurking and I didn't say it, this is pre-screening coins to send in on a bulk to NGC for bulk grading with a minimum grade of 66. I've done this a number of times, and the coins that, when they come back, they're usually pretty fairly graded, and they're pretty nice. So we're going to, gosh, man, I love this. Okay, let's move up just a little so we can see the whole coin. Get it in focus. Too many spots. I love the coin, but too many spots. It's a very bright, very beautiful coin with too many spots. We're going to get a 67 out of this roll. I can just tell you that now. But it's not this one. This could be a 66. Could be. Probably not, but it could be. Let's take a look. Yeah, mark. But that's not it. Let's see. 70D. That's what that is, right? 70D, yes. 70D. A 70D in red. A 5 is $10. A 6 is $35. A 7 is $245. So we'll grade them if they're 6s. And I'm kind of at a no on this one. Even though it's an extremely bright coin, I'm not happy about the spots. What are you doing tonight? Are you going in the right tube? That one has a little bit of a prisoner clash. A little bit. I like this. Even though it's got the marks on the coin that show that it's been stack rubbed, like the top of the cornice is real brassy, real shiny, I don't think that's enough to really affect the grade. Nor is the chin hit. That chin hit is very small. Well, okay, so there's 2 of them. I didn't see it at first. My little pillow keeps falling down here. I'm going to send this one. I like it. So that one is my mark of excellence. This one's got stacking rub and too many black marks. Nice reverse. This one, this little piggy. God, look at the luster. This little piggy has a mar mark behind the head. And a little bit of stacking rub on the top of the cheek, which could keep it out of a 6th grade. Depends on who looks at it. I think I like this one for a 6. It's a $30 coin if it's a 6. Yep, I'm going to put this one in. Sorry, Eric. Let's see. A little rub on this one, too. I'm going to take a little yellow out of this light here. There we go. I think the yellow's making them look too orangish. Yeah, you're right about the coat hits. And that big one on the lapel, that kind of knocks it down. But you know what? They don't give these but a second or 2 look. I'll just keep this one out as a gem. It's a nice coin. And what are you doing tonight? You're going into my grading roll. That one's got 2 little spots. Little spots. I can't do anything but flat shoulders, bro. Flat shoulders are just how some of these come. That one has a little spot on the left base, and it's not very sharply struck. It's kind of mushy looking, so I'll hold it out. It's a nice gem. That one's got that stacking rub thing going on the cheek. It's nice on the reverse, though. I think this will grade. I'm going to grade that one. Nope. Too many spots. I can see it right away. Once I get on the other side, too many spots. That was easy. It's in the wrong direction easy. But it was easy. That's got the base of the memorial showing through a little bit up there and a clash mark on behind the head. A little bit of it in front of the head, too, if you use your imagination. It's got a gash on the forehead, but I don't think that's going to affect the grade. It's kind of small, and it kind of works with the blood vein. So it's not very noticeable at all. That thing out in front of the nose is, though. Okay, so we're looking at a 6 obverse that could be pushed to a 7 with a good reverse. Nope, too much dark stuff. Yeah, spots right next to the dots, on either side of the U, or unum anyway. And then ST8 is almost black, so there's a stain on this coin. Moisture stain of some sort. That one's staying home. Well, okay. This is the nicest 70D so far, I think. It's got 2 spots in the right field. That's going to hurt it. But is it enough to stay out of 66? I don't think so. And that's mainly because of the luster. The luster and the color, I think, is going to carry this. The reverse is very nice. So we're going to stick this one in a grading tube. And, okay, you got the haze thing going on. And you got a whole lot going for you. I like it. So we'll see what the other side looks like. Okay, I'm liking this one. It's got to hit right in the middle of the steps. But you know what? I think this one's at least a 6. So it'll grade. Oh man, this next one. This thing is electric. But I can already see a problem. That big thing out in the field. This coin looks like somebody plugged it in and turned the switch on. This thing's brighter than a flashlight. It's got a big gash on the cheek, one couple on the eyebrow. That'll keep it out of 7. I think that thing out there in the field will probably toss this one out of 7. And yeah, I don't even know that this is a 6, so we'll just toss it. No grade. What about you? Okay, much nicer. No deep marks in the fields. Got a little bit of an abrasion out in front of the forehead. Deep marks will kill a coin, but the little abrasion things and the little stains and stuff, they don't really hurt it much. And that's because the coin wasn't abused to get that. It's got a little gash right on the front of the shoulder. Let's try the reverse. Okay, we've got a few black spots here and there, a few ink spots here and there. I call them ink spots, but they're actually more like milk spots. Like that thing above the N of one, and there's another one just up toward the center of the steps from the N. Those don't really affect much. A little bit of an eye appeal hit. And yes, I am aware that column 8 has a gash on it. Mark says no. I disagree. He says it's a 6. Well, a 6 is a $35 coin. Folks, I'm going to send this one in. Remember, I'm not paying $10 for these. So, okay, that could be a 7. It's got a gash on the lapel, actually a double gash on the lapel, and it also has a dot below the 1. But man, this is otherwise an extremely clean and very bright coin. Yeah, this is going in. That is a likely 7 reverse that could carry the obverse. This one, too spotty. Too spotty, Scotty. It's a beautiful coin. I mean, just the luster on this thing. Very bright. Very bright. These are going to be some nice gem coins in my inventory. Even though they do have some spots, they're really going to shine nicely in a Dansko. Yup. All right, next up. That one was a no-send. This one... Wow, look at clash marks on this. That's actually got a little bit of a prisoner scent appeal above Liberty. But it is a no grade because it's a 65. Nice 65. Let's just say that. No, that's not a clash mark in front of the chin. That is a holy spike. There's another word that goes in between holy and spike. Too spotty, Scotty. And the reverse got the damage on the die, and it's got, yeah. No, that's a gem, but it's not a grader. We'll see. Well, you look like a grader, even though you're looking right at a spot. There's a scrape across the shoulder that ends up with a hit in front of the shoulder fold. But, dude, that's a bright, pretty clean coin. It's also another one of those prisoner scents. Just a little bit. Bridge of the nose. Yeah, it's got a couple little issues on the bridge of the nose. Oh, and out in front of the forehead. I didn't notice that one. I'm enamored by the luster on these. They're just really bright. That's got too many problems on the reverse. Too many problems, said he. Oh, no. It would be pretty without the fingerprint. What are you? You're one of those all-day 66s. It's got a gash on the back of the coat. I see that. It's got a gash right in the back of the eyebrow. I see that. But it is otherwise very nice. Just added Discord, Old Raleigh Shop. Okay. I appreciate it, man. I will get a hold of you. I write it down so I don't forget. Old Raleigh Shop. I am Copper Coins. You can find me on Discord under Copper Coins. I don't know how to copy it. Let me look at that again. Yeah, I got it spelled right. Okay. I'll find you on Discord. Okay. With this one, the reverse is a sender. What about the obverse? It's a sender. That 167 that everybody wants to see hasn't hit us yet. And this is not it. Next coin. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Rub me like a genie. I love this one. That's got that prisoner thing, the clash going on out in front of the chin. But man, this is a this is an obvious wow coin. I don't want to flip it over. I just don't. Because this is at least a $200 coin if the reverse is nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a 7 all day, boys and girls. The luster on this is just magic. That's going in. Yeah, James says score. James, you are correct. It is a score that could be the 7 I was talking about. But let's find another one. It's a decent 6. It's got that spot behind the head. But no major gashes except right on the edge of the forehead, on the front edge of the forehead. I'm not liking that, but that would still grade 6, I do believe. Brian says no. I say it's worth grading if it's a 6, and this one looks like a 6. It's got a gash running across pluribus, but it's barely noticeable. And the luster on these things, I'm telling you, the luster is unlike what you generally would ever seed. That is a nice coin, except it's got stacking rub on the collar and on the lapel. Anytime you see that mirror shine in little tiny spots, that's where it's been scraped. Got kind of a scuffy reverse. I think a hint of a fingerprint. It's got hits on 1, 2, buckle my shoe columns. I don't know. No, it's not a wheel. I don't think it's a wheel mark. Let me go back and look. You're talking about a I just don't. I don't think it is. It's too spotty to be a wheel mark. That's actually fingerprint stuff. It definitely has a little bit of haze. Yeah, no. I'm going to send this one in. Just because I like it. Nope. Too many black spots. Black Spot City. The reverse is very nice. And I can't turn the commercials off on this. Just like a TV show, you got to watch the commercials sometimes. This one's not very strong. It could get a 6, but I got enough of those in here. I don't think that one will 6. I just don't. This one, a little soft and too many speckles out in the field. Yeah, it's very soft. This one's staying home. Next up. It's got some die scratches on it. It's got a hit in the upper brow. One black spot. I'm going to try this one if... Yeah, the reverse is nice enough. I'm going to try this one. We're going to see how many of these will grade at a 6 or better. You're looking at what I'm not sending in to, which should help you in your decision making. That one was a no. Wow. It's got little clash marks going on in the field over there. Okay, grading the coin. Big gash on the back of the shoulder, a gash on the lapel. I'm probably at a no on that. Yeah, too much crap on the reverse. Well, hello, Blue Ridge Silverhound. How you doing, Sean? Let's see here. What do we have? Well, this one looks like it's a pretty decent 6. Reverse is a little soft, but it has very few marks. So I think, I know you're going to say no, Mark, but I want to try this one. I want to try it for a 6, just to see. Found a couple of 7s in this roll already, so. I see, there's another clean 6. That's a nice one. This one could actually bring a 7 if it's nice on the reverse. No, not so much. I'm going to try this one anyway. Hey, Hardcore Copper. You had to have changed your name because you're registered and I don't remember that name at all. There's a 6. It's kind of soft, but it's a 6. Maybe 7. Let's see. Nope, not a 7. I know it's got issues on the reverse, but it's going in. Obverse is too nice on that one not to send it in. Oh. Hello, baby. Oh. Right? Come on, reverse. I'm not way optimistic. I just know how they grade. Damn. That's an easy 6. I was hoping for a 7, but I don't think this one has a chance at 7. But that obverse is pretty. I'll show you what optimistic is. As soon as I get these back from grading, we'll talk about it. Okay? I'll go with a no on this because of that fingerprint. That fingerprint will keep this one out of a grade at 6 or better. This would be a 5-shot 6. It's a very nice reverse, but it's not going anywhere. Yeah, there's clashes. These 70Ds are they're kind of common for clashes. And you can see clash marks on most of them, but some of these have been pretty nice. That's a 6 obverse. If it's got the reverse, it could carry it. And it can't carry it to a 7, but that's still a 6. Even with the mark above the O in 1, or in of, sorry, of. And it's also got a gash on the edge of the steps underneath the left planter. That's a big gash. But I don't think that's going to keep it from grading a 6. So we're going to send it in. Now this one. Oh. Those are clash marks below the... Those are clash marks of some sort around the date there. Those are not hits on the coin. We've got a little spot below in, a little spot below God, and a little spot out in front of the bow tie next to the 1. We've got no major hits on this. Some stacking rub on the folds above the shoulder. But, hey, this is not a negative coin. What about the reverse? Oh, it's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's got a gash below the O of. It's got 4 little dots in the lower field. No column gashes. I'm good overall with this one. It's going in. Kind of a soft coin. Not as strong as some of the others. It's got a big issue of some sort. That looks like it might be a gash on the collar. It's the same die as that last one because it's got those same 2 marks around the date. It has that dot below the eye, but I think the coin's a little busy, but it could still get a 6. Oh yeah, that's an easy 6. That's a nice 6. That'll get it for sure. We'll see. Let's see here. That one's going in. A spot out in front of the chin hurts this one. Maybe not enough to keep it from grading. With a clean reverse, this one's got a good shot. Yeah, that's going in. That's going in. Oh, we've got some pretty nice coins in this roll. Could you believe this is a roll? I mean, just a solid roll that I got. You got a whole roll full of 6s, you know? there's another one. This will go 6 too. It's got a few spotty spots, but man, it's not too bad. That's really not too bad. Oh, yeah. This thing's got luster dripping off of it. Dang. Whoa. Oh, damn it. Well, you can't have it all. I'm going to send this one and see if they'll give it a 6 just for the obverse. Because that is a pretty obverse. And, okay, you got spotty enough that if your reverse isn't clean, I'm not sending you. Oh, my God. Really? Why do they do this to me? It's just a little bit weak on the bottom of the steps, and that's it. It's got a die crack running off the right base to the rim, which is insignificant, inconsequential for grading. But it does have a feeder finger scrape on the die to the left. Looks almost like that, that diamond cut shiny stuff that they put on your bumper. I like it. So I'm sending it in. I'm going to find out who's naughty and nice. What are you? Wow, another electric shiny coin. It's got a big spot out in the right field. We're going to have to... So there's a gash above the shoulder. It goes across the fold. Nothing else major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small spots on this. 7, 8. There's one above the M of America. It's going in. Mark says no. Let's see how many rejects I get and which ones are actually rejected. I like that for a 6 too. Even though it has a gash in the hair. Up toward the top of the head, it's got a gash in the temple. Little spotty on the reverse it's going into. It's just too shiny to say no. Just too shiny to say no. That one's not going in. Way too much crap around the date. They look too much at the date for that to pass. And it's going to have a perfect reverse. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. Nope. Can't send that one in. I got 4 coins left. 4 coins left, and we're going to be done for the night. This one's not going. Pretty obvious reasons. That's 1. That was easy. Coin 2. Yeah, spot out in the rim. Oh, a big bang in the rim between we and trust. That's not going anywhere. That one probably doesn't have a shot at 6. It's otherwise really pretty. These coins are just, I mean, they look like somebody just shot a flare out of a gun. Really bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little spots. All right, Hardcore Copper, you have a good night, sir. And, yeah, nope. Next up, and last, very last coin that we're doing tonight. And, oh, it's a doozy. There is not a mark on this. There's a couple of little spots. Little blotches. Okay, there's a small mark on the eyebrow. Okay. Time for the truth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm a little optimistic, but these are my coins. I have a right to be. There's a blotch under the A of America, a couple of little black spots, including one above the E of cent. But this one's too clean to say no. This is a nice one. Otis says send it. Otis is the one who's calling coins MS61 the other day, right? So, yeah. It does have a bit of a clash. It's going in. Damn, I got nearly half a roll of 70D going in, and that is one out of 4 rolls I had remaining that are from the same source, and all of them say gem on the top. So we're going to have another show. I got 4 rolls left to go through. We'll have another show a little later in the week. But yeah, that's all I've got for tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. We've been on for 2 hours and 46 minutes, and I appreciate it. We've had a really great time with this, and I will talk to you folks on the flip side. Have a great night.